Welcome, everyone, to the Apoco-Larry podcast. I'm Steve. He is
Lawrence, master of my domain.
I think I'll just leave that there. I think I'm just going to leave that
there. Yeah. We won't go further. I could have said domicile, I guess, but yeah. I chose domain.
Yeah. Normally I have some smart aleck comment. I'm going to steer clear tonight.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Tonight, my friend, or tomorrow, if you're listening to it after I publish, we're looking at 1 Samuel 26. Anything you want to say about this?
Well, remember David he spared Saul's life a couple of chapters ago. And in this chapter, he spares Saul's life again. And remember Saul said, I will not, bother you anymore. Yeah. He was wrong.
He was like, yeah, I would cross my fingers when I said that.
And I was playing around with the dating on this. People struggle with the dating of this stuff. They think, this all happened between 1018 and 1014.
Okay.
Yeah. Almost like the World War I, but backwards. Yeah. And it's one of those weird things when I was reading it. I sometimes forget that in BC, you do everything in the reverse, right? Like 1018 is before 1014. So, and they think Saul was upper middle age at this point, and David was. So they think that this whole chasing of David was in Saul's court for about 7 years. Okay. And now this chasing David and David running around with these 600 men, and Saul chasing him with 1,000 to 3,000 men every time, and that this happened over a period of about 4 more years. So that's the 1018 to the 1014.
I get you.
That Saul's been chasing David. And he is again. He's out. The Ziphites are told him again where David was hiding. I don't know how you hide with 600 men, but Robin Hood did it, so David could do it too.
Yeah, right? That's right.
Yes, yeah, right. And they're in the desert. They're not in Sherwood Forest or anything, but Saul's out to get him, and David has another chance to kill him.
All right. Well.
Yeah. And he won't do it.
Yeah, because David's an honorable man.
To some extent.
Yeah, as long as
David is God's own man. He's completely honorable. I don't think he'd fit 2025 Canada.
No. Oh. All right, verse 1, chapter 26. The Ziphites went to Saul at Gibeah and said, "Is not David hiding on the hill of Halakah, which faces Jessamon?"
Yeah, and the Ziphites, the problem with the Ziphites is they're actually from Judah. Remember Saul is from the other one, Benjamin. Yeah, I kept wanting to say Bethlehem, but that's obviously wrong. Saul's from Benjamin, but David is from Judah, and these Ziphites are from Judah as well. And so David's a little miffed at them about this whole thing.
Yeah.
But they did turn him over to Saul, so they are following the king. Hey, somebody said something interesting to me. They said, we always go for the rebels. In Star Wars, we go for the rebels. In the other movies, in this, David's actually the rebel in many ways. He says, but when it comes to our own country stuff, we don't go for the rebels at all.
No. We're like, no, get rid of those people.
So, yeah. So anyway.
Okay. Sorry. Verse 2. So Saul went down to the desert of Ziph. Oh, well, I guess I know where they get their name from now. There's a shocker. With his 3,000 select Israelite troops to search there for David. Saul
Do you ever picture these guys as the stormtroopers?
Totally. Yeah, they're the secret guard. They wear the red suits that, they guard the emperor. So it's just like we are ruined by so much of our popular culture. Verse 3, Saul made his camp beside the road on the hill of Hakala, however you say it, facing Jessamon, but David stayed in the wilderness. When he saw that Saul had followed him there, he sent out scouts and learned that Saul had definitely arrived. He was for sure there. Yeah, he's there. Check. Verse 5. Then David set out and went to the place where Saul had camped. He saw where Saul and Abner, son of Ner, the commander of the army, had
That's
lain
not
down.
Lil Abner now.
That's not. Oh man, not much of our audience will get that reference, but you and I. Wow. Had lain down. Saul was lying inside the camp with the army encamped around him. Now, this is David sneaking up on him, which is
Yeah.
pretty bold. David then asked Amalek the Hittite and Abishai, the son of Zerah, Joab's brother, who will go down into the camp with me to Saul? I will go with you, said Abishai. So David and Abishai went to the army by night, and there was Saul, lying asleep inside the camp with his spear stuck in the ground near his head. Well, he still had his spear with him at least.
He loves that spear.
Yeah, it's like I take it everywhere. It's my security spear. Abner and the soldiers were lying around him. Abishai said to David, "Today God has delivered your enemy into your hands. Now let me pin him to the ground with one thrust of the spear. I won't strike him twice."
Yeah, you got to like this guy, eh?
Yeah.
Remember, this guy is Joab's brother, and Joab is with David later on. And so he just says, I will kill him. It's going to take, it'll just take one stroke.
Yeah.
It'll only take one stroke, and he will totally be dead. And you almost think it must have been an awful pleasant place, this desert of Zin, that everybody's just sleeping outside on the ground.
Yeah, like there's no scorpions or snakes like running around. Or
well, I was thinking more like mosquitoes and ticks. But
yeah.
There's Larry lying in Canada.
Yeah.
Just covered in this stuff.
Covered in like midges.
Yeah. Yes. And his men are all around him, and these guys are able to sneak up. But David, of course, being David, says to Abishai, this is what you're going to read, I guess.
But David says to Abishai, "Do not destroy him. Who can lay a hand on the Lord's anointed, wow, and be guiltless? As surely as the Lord lives," he said, "the Lord himself will strike him, or his time will come and he will die, or he will go into battle and perish. But the Lord forbid that I should lay a hand on the Lord's anointed. Now get the spear and water jug there near his head, and let's go."
Yeah.
So David took the spear and water jug near Saul's head, and they left. No one saw or knew about it, nor did anyone wake up. They were all sleeping, because the Lord had put them into a deep sleep.
That's an interesting thing, isn't it? Like they did this. They've done this before, and they did this now again. And but this time he adds this little editorial note that the Lord put them into a deep sleep. So, like, they didn't say, David had the moves of an Apache. I mean, he snuck in there. They said, no, this was God's doing.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that. There's probably no reason for anybody to think that this was particularly God's doing, but the author of this thought, I'm going to throw that in so everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Like, if God wants it to happen, it happens.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I love that point. Verse 13. Then David crossed over to the other side and stood on top of the hill some distance away. There was a wide space between them. He called out to the army, and Abner, son of Ner. "Aren't you going to answer me, Abner?" Abner replied, "Who are you who calls to the king?" David said, "You're a man, aren't you? And who is like you in Israel? Why didn't you guard the Lord your king? Someone came to destroy the Lord your king. What you have done is not good. As surely as the Lord lives, you and your men must die because you did not guard your master, the Lord's anointed." I don't know why I got united in my head. Sorry. The Lord's anointed. "Look around you. Where are the king's spear and water jug that were near his head?"
Don't you love that? He gets far enough away that they can't hurt him.
Yeah.
And then he starts yelling taunts at them. And actually says to this guy, "You are a fabulous warrior, but you let your king down, so you should probably all die now."
Yeah. Saul recognized David's voice. This is verse 17, and said, "Is that your voice, David, my son?"
Funny how Saul always refers to him this way.
Yeah.
Like, I'm out to kill you, but I talk to you like I'm your older dad or granddad or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah. You
Yeah.
always hurt the ones you love, though, Larry.
Oh, that yes.
Saul replied, "Yes, it is, my lord the king." And he added, "Why is my lord pursuing his servant? What have I done, and what wrong am I guilty of? Now let my lord the king listen to his servant's words. If the Lord has incited you against me, then may he accept an offering. If, however, the people have done it, may they be cursed before the Lord. They have driven me today from my share in the Lord's inheritance, and have said, 'Go serve other gods.' Now do not let my blood fall to the ground far from the presence of the Lord. The king of Israel has come out to look for a flea, as one hunts a partridge in the mountains."
Yeah, yeah. So he's still respectful of him all the
Yeah,
time, right? But he doesn't let him off,
yeah,
you know. Yeah.
yeah.
It's kind of neat, eh? Yeah.
It's kind of an interesting thing to say, like they have driven me from my share in the Lord's inheritance, and go
Yeah.
serve other gods. So I guess
Yeah.
that's go to the other nations, right? Is that kind of
Might have referred back when he went to the Philistines before.
right?
I've had, and maybe they've taunted him this way.
Mm, mm, mm.
I get the impression you don't taunt David and his 600 guys.
No, he doesn't seem to take it well.
No, 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 no. We will go kill them all.
Yeah, that's right. Verse 21. Then Saul said, "I have sinned. Come back, David, my son, because I'm trustable. I
Yeah.
clearly won't change my mind." No, that's not what it says. "I have sinned. Come back, David, my son, because you have considered my life precious today. I will not try to harm you again. Surely I've acted like a fool and have been terribly wrong." Verse 22. "Here's the king's spear," David answered. "Let one of your young men come over and get it. The Lord rewards everyone for their righteousness and faithfulness. The Lord delivered you into my hands today, but I would not lay a hand on the Lord's anointed. As surely as you valued your life today, so may the Lord value my life and deliver me from all trouble."
I wonder how scared that young guy was going over there to grab
Yeah,
his.
I'm sorry, you want me to do what?
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
don't
think not.
I don't think so.
Yeah. And yet he's safer with David than he'd be with Saul,
Yes.
which
Yeah.
is weird too.
Verse 25. Then Saul said to David, "May you be blessed, David, my son. You will do great things and surely triumph."
It's almost, and he doesn't say it's a prophecy, and yet every time David does this thing, Saul kind of prophesies
Yeah.
over him. It's sort of a prophecy because it is what happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that might just be a thing you say. Yeah. You're going to do great things.
Yeah.
And yet it seems prophetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does, doesn't it? Well, didn't in 25, didn't he say to David, or 24,
One day you'll,
you will surely be king, right?
yeah. 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 And then earlier on, it said he prophesied with the prophets, and I think that might have just been singing.
Mm.
But we don't know that. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we don't know. Yeah, Saul is a strange, strange man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chapter ends off with this. So David went on his way, and Saul returned home.
Yes. Yeah. The way you end any good book.
That's right. That's right.
And they lived happily ever after.
That's right. And they lived happily, except they didn't.
They did. No. David's got a really rough spell coming right away, and then Saul does too. Yeah.
Right.
So it's kind of we're on 28, and we got 31 chapters in this book. So
26. So
26. So yeah, we got five more
more.
chapters. So there you go. That's David again, sparing the life of God's anointed. Maybe it's a lesson for us. People have often placed that about don't go after pastors because they're God's anointed. But David also shows a way to point out their wrongs without disrespecting them.
I like that. I really like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would totally disrespect them. And pay the price for that.
Yeah. But you were one of the brotherhood of pastors, so
Oh yes, disrespecting my own. That might be worse somehow. That seems worse.
Violated the code. Larry, my friend, thank you so much for that, folks. Like Larry says, what a fantastic reminder just of how honoring David was, even in spite of the fact that he questioned the judgment of who God had anointed as king. As always, we are so thankful that you listen to the podcast. Like I say almost every week, we would do this if you didn't listen, but we are so glad that you do. So until next time, I was Steve, he was Larry, and this was the Apoco-Larry podcast.